when I asked you, can we do a podcast? There's no channel. I don't have any subscribers. There's nothing. It's just an idea. You said yes. And I'll tell you, কেনেকুৱা লাগিছিলে এনেকুৱা মানে শুনি এনেকুৱা লাগিছিলে তাই মোক yes কৈ দিলে. It was that feeling. I'll tell you, this is exactly what it feels like. Like, bro, you have to do it. Okay, so audience to build hobo lahe lahe. So june sabo, I'm pretty sure most of the people know you. So june sin napai, Rahul is one of the finest entrepreneurs from Northeast India. He is the founder of our very own food tech startup OSK, One Stop Kitchen. So আজি আমি অলপ মানে এনে আৰু raw কথা পাতিম, কেঁচা কথা পাতিম, আদা. And we'll see kesa what all we can cover. Okay. So Rahul, let's start. Let's start with your life before OSK. How was it? You were in Bangalore, if I'm not wrong.
Oh yeah. So I was in Bangalore for my MBA.
Okay.
তাৰপিছত তাতে মই 2014 গৈছো Bangalore.
Okay.
14-16 MBA asile, then 1 year tate ketaman startups at kaam korilu. So I always wanted to work in startups, particularly because ki hoy na startup ot tumi besi bostu hikibo para rather than working in an MNC. To be honest, I did apply for MNC college campus at eta to napalu. Moi around 12 interviews at bohiso, 12 interviews at bohilo.
Okay.
Out of which 10 interviews or final round out goso mane PI person interview goso.
Okay.
Etaro napalo.
Okay.
And ekita mane bhal companies like Make My Trip, Zomato, tarpisot tumar digital marketing space or pra loi pine, in fact tumar fintech or pra loi pine bhal companies.
Right.
Etaro napalo. Then I isle TCS iman gita napalo jodi TCS o mane moi janu je moi napao, it's no point to moi Goa gusi golo.
Okay.
মানে খগতে গুছি গৈছে কি মই জানো মই নাপাও ইয়াতে থাকিলে বেছিয়ে বেয়া লাগিব মই গোৱা গুছি গৈছে.
Right.
So that's how my life was in Bangalore. But then more goal to etu asle je wherever I walk, more first priority is to learn things, to develop my skills, and money and the salary was my second part.
Right.
So my first priority was always that moi enakora jagat kaam koribo lage jontut moi more development hoy, more skills upgrade hoy. I get to learn things, and particularly moi start course to sales of job opera.
Okay.
So a company asla Ajna Software. Okay, so it was a digital marketing startup at Bangalore. So tate more mane hardcore sales asile, and jehetu moi oloman F&B industry pra agor prai moi belong koru. So muk mane particularly so teloke ki korise, teloke softwares banaisile. Okay. And software as in like SaaS based software solutions for F&B, for restaurants, cafes and all that, somewhat like Zomato's and hoy, but then it more of like personalized or like websites or goal ba personalized apps and all over. So more it was to sell koribo lage mane cafeterias and restaurants.
Okay. I'll just cut you here. I think I work in similar domain right now. So I actually work for a company currently in my 9 to 5, and they are also into SaaS, and they are sort of similar, a lot similar. So I think I sort of get it. Kenakwa.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, tarpasot moi tate around 6 months on kaam korilo. Then moi Bangalore. Now Bangalore is the capital of brewery, right? Iman breweries ase, and Bangalore identity of beers and brewery.
Right.
So my eta bostu for sure asile je moi jeti MBA kori asile, every weekend I used to make sure that moi ekhon notun restaurant jao ba cafeteria jao ba ekhon brewery jao and to try something new, because of sheer passion for food. So teneke moi mane beleg jaga go visit kora arambho korilu, and jimane visit korilu himane industry aru gom pabo lolo.
Right.
And that's how I came across this world of wine.
Okay.
where it's a
Right.
huge মানে আমি যিমান ভাবো যে মদ খালে নিচা হয়
Right.
আমাৰ ইয়াৰে যেনেকুৱা আমাৰ টিপিকেল অসমৰ
Correct.
কেনেকুৱা নিচা কৰিব মদ খাব লাগে বাট যেতিয়া মই ৱাইনৰ বিষয়ে গম পালো that's how I became it was very fascinating for me the history science chemistry geography and everything মিলি পিনে wine at a bottle bonwa jai mane it was very fascinating for me and that's how I was like okay let me take up a course in wine so teneke I took a course in wine I got my first certificate in the wine industry wine tasting and appreciation
Okay.
and that's how I full fledgedly my F&B sector humalu aru pura properly
interesting
then slowly asle kaam moi tate actually mo junkhon institute moi pohilo tate I got a job also so I was taking care of their marketing so I was a marketing manager as well as I was assisting my coach also so we used to go to different hotel management colleges at tate go pina ami training disilu about wine tasting and all that so it was a very good experience uske baad aana pada yahan pe because of some family issues and all that
right.
So ইয়াতে মানে হে সার্ভাইভ কৰিব কাৰণে টু বি অনেষ্ট মই ওএসকে বিল কৰা নিচিনা হ'ল মানে যদি ওএসকে নহলে মই ইয়াতে থাকিব নোৱাৰিলো লাইক মই হাৰ্ডলি আ মান্থ থাকিব পাৰিলো ইয়াতে মানে
right
so ইয়াতে মানে নিজকে so that I can stay here that's why I started OSK to be honest
okay nice great interesting and তুমি এটো কথা যে কলা স্টার্টআপৰ কথাটো somewhere মই অলপ ৰিলেট কৰো because right after college I joined an airline and I was working in the call center it was pretty huge বহুত ডাঙৰ মানে অফিস and নতুন গলে just college পাছো কৰা নাই মই এক্সামো দিয়া নাই মই জয়েন কৰি you know that vibe ইমান ডাঙৰ অফিসত আইছো বহুত ভাল লাগে বহুত but কেদিনমান গল I started taking calls and I remember এটা কল হে মানুহজনৰ ফ্লাইট টু কেনসেল হৈ গল of course airlines of ফালৰ পৰা কিন্তু মানুহজনে ইমান গালি দিলে মোক মোৰ মানে মা বেন ধৰি গালি দিলে মোৰ তাৰ এনেকুৱা লাগিলে this is not you know somewhere I want to work আৰু লাহে মোৰ মাইন্ডসেট একচুয়ালি সলনি হৈ গল I have a perception কি MNC এটাত কাম কৰিলে এনেকুৱা হয় ন ওপৰৰ ফ্লোৰ মানুহকেইটা তলৰ ফ্লোৰ মানুহকেইটাক চিনিয়ে নাপায় sometimes if you bump into someone you don't even know কি মানে কথা পাতিলেহে গম পায় যে আমি একে অফিসতে কৰো নেকি but in a startup you have that environment you get to know people apart from work you know যেতিয়া হে আড্ডা বহে হেতুটো মানে বহুত মাইন্ডটো বহুত এক্সপ্যান্ড হয় নেকি that's what I feel that's my perception of a startup so
it's a culture actually it's a culture mar kenakon is na culture eta organization at build hoy it obviously MNCs lakot tate beleg layers ase layer of hierarchy ase okay so এটা পইণ্টত গৈ পিনেও ষ্টাৰ্টআপ বিলাক এটা পইণ্টত গৈ পিনে এনেকুৱা হৈ যাব টু বি অনেষ্ট ওকে এতিয়া যেনেকে জমেটো IPO হৈ গল ইটস আ লেজিট কোম্পানী নাও যিমান যে হলেও এতিয়া তোমাৰ নিজৰ টিমৰ লগতে তুমি কাম কৰা আলটিমেটলি সেইটো প্ৰসেস হয় ইটস আ ফেজ ডেফিনেটলি startup particularly early stage startup
correct
early stage startup বস্তু বিলাক কেনেকুৱা হয় ন কি it's very fresh and তুমি অকল তোমাৰ particular domain তে নহয় তুমি every department of you can work
right
so that was one of the best learning for me মানে মই যেহেতু সেলছত আছিলো but then মই ডিজাইনাৰ লগত বহি পেনে মই নিজৰ মাথা লগাই মই ডিজাইনছো ক্ৰিয়েট কৰিছিলো যে এইটো এনেকুৱা হ'ব লাগে এইটো তেনেকুৱা হ'ব লাগে বেসিক্যালি কি হয় যেতিয়া মই ৱৰ্ক ইন কৰিছিলো my first job to the work in course in restaurants there were different issues asile especially with Zomato because that time Zomato was very new and market it delivery start to one as Zomato as a restaurant finding platform was let it
correct
and Zomato is like mar white label booking and all that so tomar features bilag asile so তেতিয়া আমি মই গম পালো যে there are different aspects different core এনেকুৱা problems as যোনটো Zomato solve কৰিব পৰা নাছিলে and that's how সেই বস্তুখিনি আহি পিনে মই টেক টিমৰ লগত বহি পিনে আমি ক্ৰাঞ্চ কৰিছিলো যে ওকে এই বস্তুটো এনেকে আমি ডেভেলপ কৰিব পাৰো তেওঁলোকক এইটো সাৰ্ভিস প্ৰভাইড কৰিব পাৰো so সেই বস্তুটো মোৰ সেই ষ্টাৰ্টআপত কাম কৰাৰ কাৰণেহে আহিলে মই যদি এটা MNC কাম কৰিলে I would have been just stuck to my own domain only যে মই এইটো কৰিব লাগে এইটো চেল কৰিব লাগে so So that's very important, like to me, initially, when these kids come up to me and they say that they want to start up, or they are very confused, ki koribo lage, kenaka koribo lage. And also, tumi jodi muk follow korisa, tumi eta bostu dekhisa sage, moi bahut preach koru about unpaid internship. Probably I'm the only one who unpaid internship
I have seen that.
preach koru. Aru manuhe muk bahut galiyo diye, but সেইটোৱে ন, তুমি যেতিয়া ইন্টাৰ্নশ্বিপৰ কাৰণে তুমি যে মানি ফেক্টৰটো যেতিয়া আহি যায় নহয়, you only think about money and you stop working on your skills. I have worked with so many young people and I've seen that মানে এটা পইণ্টত গৈ পিনে they stop working on themselves,
right?
Because theoretical knowledge আমি স্কুল কলেজেছ যিমানখিনি বস্তু পঢ়ো সেইখিনি ৰিয়েল লাইফত প্ৰেক্টিকেলিটিত একো ইউজ নহয়, and এতিয়া because of internet, it is so easy for the information and to enhance your skills. So I think এই বস্তুটো মই সেই ফেজটো ঢিকাৰ কাৰণে আজি যিখিনি বস্তু কৰিছো বা ওএসকে যেনেকে মই বিল্ড কৰিলো, এই বস্তু সেই পাৰ্টটো সেই জাৰ্নিটোৱে হেল্প কৰিলে মোক বহুত.
Of course. And this unpaid internship, I feel, of course, I am not against unpaid internship at all. Moyu actually prefer koru that people should go all of hikibotu lagibo, whether you get paid or not. But I think lastly all of that time frame eta rakhibo lage. For this particular time frame, I am going to moi eta company jam ba unpaid internship eta koilo, a particular time frame to bit I have to finish it up.
Yes, see, there's a difference between internship and your full-time or a part-time job. ঠিক আছে, see, মই বুজিছো যে বহুতৰ পইচা দৰকাৰ আছে, like they need to take care of them, their family and whatsoever.
Right.
If that is the case, then go for a job directly. Why do you need to go for an internship?
Of course.
And if internship mane ki hoy, internship is something to me at a phase or karne, even part-time jobs also, freelancing job ase, job or kotha koso. If money is a factor, go for that. Nijok to me intern bolio koba, then you want to be paid also. Okay, there is something called remuneration. Okay. And this needs to be more of like a rewardal system based on your performance.
Okay.
Because these are different milestones you're setting for yourself. So to me, say you're a tech guy, okay, and you to me just freshly graduate, okay, but to me Flutter nazana, for example, say okay. To me ate ahila, to me motat ahila, to 6 months kaam korisa, hikisa, tuma on the job training hoise. It's an effort from the companies and also যে মোৰ এজন ডেভেলপাৰে তোমাৰ লগত লাগি পিনে তোমাক শিকাইছে বস্তুখিনি, isn't that also a growth for you as well?
Of course.
Yes. Now যেতিয়া তোমাৰ পিৰিয়ডৰ এণ্ডত I have seen that you have done exceptionally well and তুমি এটা particular project ওপৰত কাম কৰিছা, then I can reward you for your performance and for your effort in the form of monetary, or maybe say to me, you can get a job as a full-time as well.
Right. Correct.
So this is my concept. Karan ki hoy jane jitya tumi paisa karone gusi joa no, it's just another job tumi korila for the timing according to your ease, and then you leave the job and go, because amar employers of side of products sabo lagibo no.
Of course.
Because of the time frame that effort we are putting in to train you, and then to make when you go away, it's basically more it's completely commitment issues with the common.
Right.
So internship is that now, like dating or phases that you are seeing someone, but you are like, no, we are not dating. It's exactly internship or
right. Okay, so there's one more thing I wanted to ask. Jetia tumi Bangalore pra aisila, Bangalore pra Guwahati ako ghuri aha, because I have done the same. I know all of modu bahut kosto hoisile. What's that one particular thing you missed? Enako ki bostu je bahut miss korisila, not in terms of ki bahirole jao all of ghuru ba he atmosphere to, what exactly it is?
Honestly, the hustle culture.
Okay, this
Bangalore
is what I want to ask.
Something else, man. It's been because it's been now my 2017 or I used to Bangalore and till date I am dying to go back to Bangalore, to be honest. Even I'm planning to shift back to Bangalore by end of this year or maybe next year weekend.
Okay.
Wahan pe na, it's a different environment. It's like মানে তাতে মানে পতাহতে মানে এই বস্তুটো আছে লাইক ইউ নো লাইক ইয়াতে কি হয় ন ইটস মোৰ অফ লাইক কমফৰ্ট জোন ইয়াতে মানে মই মোষ্টলি কমফৰ্ট জোনত সোমাই গৈছো সেই বস্তুটো বেংগলোৰ নাছিলে এণ্ড সেইটো বস্তুৱে হেল্প কৰিছিলে মোক টু পুsh my beyond my limits
right
so that is the most important thing মই যোনটো মিছ কৰো to be honest Bangalore
I feel I miss the conversation মই conversation বোৰ বহুত মিছ কৰো Bangalore now মই এতিয়া এনেকুৱা কোৱা নাই যে অসমত মই সেই বস্তুটো নেপাওঁ ইয়াতো পাওঁ but it's অলপ hard এতিয়া যদি মই লগৰ কেইটাৰ লগত যদি Bangalore অলপ ওলাই গৈছিলো যদি আমি পবটাটো বহি আছো the conversation we are having is sometimes it's around building something
আৰু অকল সেই বুলি নহয় তুমি যদি কিবা কেফে এটা যোৱা নহয় every like founders জাগাই everyone is talking about their startups and all that and all and it's so মানে it's a different vibe it's all overall it's a different energy মানে that okay they are there আৰু ইহঁতক চাই নিজকে তোমাৰ FOMO to be honest this is a very good FOMO it's a very good FOMO when you know that okay now you need to slog your ass if that doesn't happen then you are going to be left behind
right
hey bostutu yate jiman ji it's unfortunate but then yate bostutu nai to be honest
hey bostutu nai correct
I'm not blaming anyone but then amar hey bostutu ahibo karone aru 5 years lagibo maybe 3 years but then again মানে যেতিয়া মই Bangalore যাওঁ না it's like traveling 3 years ahead of time আৰু তাৰ পৰা
I know this is one particular thing that I absolutely miss about Bangalore মোক এই বস্তু বহুত মানে কষ্ট কৰে and that's why সেইকাৰণে মই লাহে নিজে ইয়াত অলপ এফৰ্ট দি পিনি হেতু বিল্ড কৰিব চেষ্টা কৰিছো I have like 2 or 3 friends here মই জিমৰ পিছত তেওঁলোক লগ পাওঁ ইভিনিং উই সিট আমি কথা পাতিলে নাও এতিয়া কনভাৰসেচনটো অলপ আমাৰ বেলেগ হৈছে লাহে যেনেকৈ তুমি কৈছিলা এটো বহুত কমফৰ্ট জোন আছিল প্ৰথমতে আহি পায় হ'ব দে আজি আমাৰ ইয়াত কেনেকৈ এতিয়া মাজে দে মালটো ক'ত খাবি কালি মালটো ক'ত খাম
এক্স্যাক্টলি
সেই বস্তুটো বেছি হয়
তাতে আমি খাইছিলো যদিও নহয় আমি কামো কৰিছো তেনেকৈ আৰু হোৱাৰ সময়ত এটা যেনেকৈ বিৰবিলাক কৈছো না আমি যে বিয়াৰ লৈ পিনে আমি এইটো হ'ব কি ওকে জানানে এই বস্তুটো এইটো লাইক the conversations used to be so productive
exactly
যে আমাৰ মানে next day also weekends also used to be very productive
correct
আমি ফ্ৰেন্ডছৰ লগত বহিলে বা ক'বাত ওলাই গ'লেও মানে it was a very productive session মানে we used to talk about different things about tech fintech how technology is changing the world তোমাৰ food tech হৈ গ'ল তোমাৰ agri tech হৈ গ'ল কি বস্তু আমি সেইখিনি বস্তু তেতিয়া পাতিছিলো এতিয়া হ'লেও like I mean different tomorrow it's a vibe and secondly আৰু এটা বস্তু বহুত important হয় I think it's high time we address this is the government job wala mentality
exactly thank you so much for saying this
hetu bostu no hoy it's very important that we address it and we accept it that amar yate তুমি যদি স্টার্টআপৰ কাম কৰা তুমি যদি প্ৰাইভেট জবৰ কাম কৰা তোমাৰ মেন্টালিটি থাকিবই তুমি যত 9 to 5 আহিবা তুমি জব কৰিবা and then you go back home that's it
okay correct
এই বস্তুটো যেতিয়ালৈকে চেঞ্জ নহয় তেতিয়ালৈকে it's no point actually like you and me we both alone cannot do anything যেতিয়ালৈকে এই mentality to change নহয়
correct I totally get it কাৰণ এতিয়াও মই নিজে অলপ actually এই বস্তু witness কৰো ঘৰত যদি কোনবা গেষ্টটো আহে so they ask me what do you do so when I tell them I have my own online publication or I do this or I'm a blogger so private sector ne first question then hoy private sector hai so this I don't know hetu kele hoy
তোমাৰ wifi মই এটা মানে ইন্টাৰনেট হেৰি দেখাই আছে
মই আছো এনেকুৱা জায়গাত মানে কি কবা জায়গাটো ভাল কিন্তু অলপ গাঁৱলীয়া পৰিবেশত মানে মোৰ ওয়াইফাইটো অলপ গাঁৱলীয়া পৰিবেশলৈ গৈছে is it visible now yes no
yeah
okay fine
আছে মানে মাজে তোমাৰ ব্ল্যাক হৈ গৈছে আৰু
okay ঠিক আছে হ'ব আৰু উপায় নাই আপুনি এনেকে শিকিম ভাল হ'ব উপায় নাই হ'ব এনেকে প্ৰথম হে
this is a progress
exactly
this is a progress. Like to use the first video or tomorrow next future videos, you have to compare koriba at time and compare. Harsh, dekisa amar first video to enako.
Exactly. This is how it's going to. Like koi na prothomode ago manu ami agote mar bhat khao. Mar bhat khai na hoisu. Ajikali edia ami mar bhate khai asu. Ho baru ikone. So hey government job mentality to alop yeah hetu time lagibo. Mane moi to dekhi asu kiman government employees to unpaid, both unpaid hoise tani kiman ma hole salary na pae, but still iman kele priority dia I have no clue.
Security,
right?
Mojari and honestly Mojari actual reason to jodi kon hoy controversy ho jabo,
right?
Lage ki actual reason manohe kyo government officer
moi alop buji paise sake বাৰু হ'ব আমি বুজি পাই গলো এতিয়া ঠিক আছে বাকি tell me about this মই অলপ fintech মই অলপ funding aspect মানে কথা পাতিব বিচাৰিছিলো যে মোৰ মানে funding বস্তু লৈ না বহুত ভয় এটা আছে so it's a very overwhelming thing মই যেতিয়া শুনো এই startup to ইমান $1 million fund পাইছে মই এটা ভাবো মই যদি পাও how am I going to justify it মই কেনেকে হেতু ইউটিলাইজ কৰিম কেনেকে মই ৰিটাৰ্নস দিম কেনেকে মই স্কেল কৰিম মই বহুত ভয় লাগে বস্তু সো personally he karone moi অলপ bootstrap বেছি prefer কৰো what's your take on this
see funding is something na junto it's very important tumi bujibo lagibo je first of all tumak funding kyo lage thik hai hosa ke actually tumak funding lage na funding noholeo ho jabo
right
second is it's very important to understand that tumak ketia funding lage aru kiman lage
okay
era company karone na hoy millions even jodi kunuba era company jodi $1 billion jodi uthai na hoy it's never going to be enough
okay
it is never going to be enough so funding game is a very different game thik ase startup or duta funda ase eta hoi gol junto the valuation game junto ajikali sobe kotha pate and khodai hetu bikhoye khuna pao ami ki etu startup or iman valuation pale etu startup e unicorn pale in fact itera enaka hoise ki everyone wants to be unicorn
right
goal to enaka hoise se we are going to be the fastest unicorn of India we are going to be a unicorn by next year by FY iman eta etu hoi gol second hoi gol junto etiao janeke for example zero da ego funding uthwa nai yet they have become one of the biggest startup of India
right
to stock broking startup of India plus cash positive hoy
of course
so it's very important for you to understand which game you are going to play
right
now etia bosur enaka hogeche nohoy je iman crowded hogeche nohoy this entire startup ecosystem even investors have also become very shrewd now
I know
agote kenaka asle startup bilak tomar burn concept to bahut asile tomar jonto start poisa uthai burn kore and all etia investors have become very picky
okay
especially after the Zomato fiasco the Paytm fiasco
right
IPO joar process jonto etia aji ma dikhisu Paytm or around 500 rupees per share hoy gol both 1600-1700 asile eta 500 rupees per share
right
so etia mane investors have become very picky now ठीक है so ए कारणे it's very important for you to understand that to me funding lage na na lage bootstrapping is something which is very good তুমি যদি survive কৰিব পাৰা without any external funding and তোমার business model and তোমার যোনটো revenue হৈছে circulate হৈছে that itself is making you money then why do you need money দৰকাৰ নাই তুমি যদি স্কেল আপ কৰিব বিচাৰা and external funding to আহিলে তুমি অলপমান জলদি scalable হবা definitely go for it
right
but here no তোমাৰ ultimately হেতু valuation game হৈ গল তুমি কিমান dilute কৰিবা তোমাক কোনটো পইণ্টত তোমাৰ so তুমি যে funding উঠাবা নহয় তোমাক এটা পইণ্টত তুমি এটো কল লব লাগিব whether তোমাৰ কাৰণে share holding important হয় নে তোমাৰ কাৰণে পইচা important হয় if you are in a stage where money is important then I would say you can dilute as much as possible
right
okay এটা পইণ্টত গৈ পিনে তোমাৰ কাৰণে শ্বেয়াৰ হোল্ডিংটো বহুত ইম্পৰ্টেণ্ট হৈ যায়।
Correct.
দেন তুমি সেইটোত অকমান ভালকে নেগোচিয়েট কৰিব লাগিব so that তুমি যিমান কম তুমি ডাইলিউট কৰা।
Right.
So definitely এইটো গেমটো অকমান very tricky হয়, but then
Correct.
again it's also এবাৰ যদি তুমি সোমাই গলা নহয় ফান্ডিঙৰ হেৰিত, then there is no going back.
Correct. That I have understood, I guess.
এটা ভুল মই কৰিছো যোনটো তোমাৰ হৈ গ'ল যে so actually ভুল নহয়, it's more of like a মানে তোমাৰ I would say luck, my bad luck, because আমি যেতিয়া ফান্ডিং উঠাইছো তেতিয়া কোভিড নাছিলে।
Right.
ফান্ডিঙৰ পাছত ফান্ডিং উঠোৱাৰ exactly I mean company form কৰিছো আমি October 2019 and December লৈকে কোভিড ব্ৰেক হৈছে। so আমাৰ যিমান ক্যালকুলেশনস আছিলে নহয় সব খেলি মেলি হৈ গ'ল।
Okay.
so আমাৰ যোনটো ৰান ৰেট আছিলে, যোনটো ৰানৱে টাইম আছিলে, okay, so আমি ইমান এমাউন্টত ইমান ইয়াৰ্ছৰ কাৰণে আমি ৰানৱে বনাই দিছিলো। তাৰ পাছত নেক্সট ৰাউন্ড আমি ইমান টাইমৰ পাছত উঠাম বুলি, সেইটো ইমানৰ পৰা ইমান হৈ গ'ল because of COVID and whatsoever মানে। so এতিয়া মোৰ এই জাজমেন্টৰ অকমান খেলি মেলি হৈ গ'ল যে আমাৰ নেক্সট ৰাউন্ডটো কেতিয়া উঠাব লাগে, হেন্স আমাৰ ডিলে হৈ গ'ল। so মানে বস্তুটো ষ্ট্ৰেচ আউট হৈ গ'ল।
Okay.
so এতিয়া now এতিয়া মই I'm running for our next round now. আমাৰ এটা ৰাউণ্ডৰ পৰা এইটো ৰাউণ্ডলৈ আমাৰ অলমোষ্ট 2 years গ্যাপ হৈ গ'ল এতিয়া। ইউজুৱেলি ষ্টাৰ্টআপৰ কাৰণে 2 years নহয়, ইউজুৱেলি 1 year is হেৰি মানে ডিসেন্ট হয়। okay, but then again that's one more thing, it's very important। মই যে যোনটো ক'লো যে তোমাক কিমান পইচা আৰু কেতিয়া উঠাব লাগে, it's very important।
Correct.
so it's more of like মানে if you have co-founders, এজন ফাউন্ডাৰে অকল ফান্ডিঙৰ কাৰণে দৌৰি থাকিব, he cannot run the company, at least in the initial stage মানে till series A founder to come অকল এই investor পাছে দৌৰি থকা হ'ব মানে।
Right.
he cannot do anything and the other founder will have to run the company।
Okay. and এটো এসপেক্টটো ন বহুত হসাকে ওভাৰৱেলমিং হয়, ভাবিলে অলপ মানে চিন্তা হয়, মোৰটো বহুত চিন্তা হয়। I always go for bootstrapping, but again কেতিয়াবা এনেকুৱা টাইম আহিব পাৰে যত you need money in the bank।
yeah,
that's when I think it's a good call।
and exactly, so bankot পইচা টকা মানে you get that boost, like okay I can take up the call মানে risk factor to tomorrow এই boost to ahi যায়। but then again one more thing is that you make the most mistakes when you have money in your account।
exactly
this is my learning, I'm telling you।
that's a beautiful point।
most number of mistakes when after raising funds, before raising funds I hardly made any mistake।
right, because
this is something that
when you don't have the dough, তুমি মানে actually ভাবি চলিব লাগে। মোৰ আছে মানে প্ৰতিটো ডিসিজন এভৰি মানে স্টেপ বহুত ভাবি চিন্তি কৰিব লাগে। but যেতিয়া you have it in your bank, you know okay I can fucking go for it। so how do you manage? মই আকৌ মোৰ বহুত কনফিউজন হয় পইচাৰ ক্ষেত্ৰত, বহুত কনফিউজন হয়। মই নিজে ভাবি থাকো যেতিয়া এটা কোম্পানী ডাঙৰ হৈ যায়, not ডাঙৰ, for example early stage ধৰা you have employees, now you have to pay yourself, you have to pay the employees, you have to get stuff for your office space. How do you manage it, and how well are you in that?
I'm the worst person when it comes to finance management, the worst person। মোক যেতিয়া খুদে নহয়, so this one good thing is that now people are coming up and they are asking the right question। আগতে আসলে নহয় যেন মানুহে আহে মোক খুদে কি মই ষ্টাৰ্টআপ কৰিব বিচাৰিছো, পইচা কেনেকৈ উঠাম,
right?
but that is actually a very wrong
exactly
question। you need to ask like what does it take to start up actually।
okay, correct।
what does it take, what exactly does it take to start your company or make your idea into reality। and যেতিয়া যোনে খুদে না, মই এই বস্তুটো ফাৰ্স্ট থিং কওঁ কি money management।
exactly
that managing this finance is one of the crucial factor of running a company, especially in the initial stage। মই এই বস্তু এইখিনি বস্তু না মই বহুত ইগনোৰ কৰিছিলো।
right,
it's very important to calculate more the run rate and all that tomorrow estimated projections goal tomorrow, because see, startup or funding it's completely based on your performance and your projections. Okay, so your point A from point B like about that is the reason to me in case so to me then how you're going to manage.
Exactly.
So it's very important for me. I learned it in a hard way, to be honest. So this is something which is very important for everyone to understand, that money management, finance management is very important for to run a company. সেইকাৰণে কয় ন মাৰৱাৰী মানুহ আৰু তোমাৰ গুজুজ বিলাকে ইমান scale up ইমান business কেনেকে কৰিব পাৰে, because they understand the numbers, they understand money.
Correct.
So this is something which is very important for every person, like girl, guy, to understand the finance management and then start the company and run the company.
And it all starts from personal finances. যেতিয়া নিজৰ personal finance যদি manage কৰিব নোৱাৰি, যোনটো মই একেবাৰে নোৱাৰো, then I don't think there's any other way. You have to get started.
So this is one thing. So see, these two are completely two different verticals. There are certain founders who knows how to create. They are more like the creator. And then there comes someone who runs the company.
Right.
For me, I am more from the creator side. I can create things, like creating OSK was something to do. Creating the menu and the recipes and everything, that is my stronghold, my domain. Running the company is a completely different ballgame. Like money management is one of them. Exactly. Human management is another point of them. That is another.
Right.
People management into whoever. So it's very important to have that balance of the top management.
Right.
If as an already domain or in the creating part, he needs to focus on the creating part. As an already focus for people management and money management or finance management, then he needs to do that only.
Right. Correct. And I think initially jetia ami bhabu je okay, let's start a business or let's start a company, bhabute the picture is very clear, but when you actually get into the arena, recently, I'll give you an example. Okay, I'm not sponsoring my own business, but I'm just giving an example. So I have more recently at a tea brand start কৰিছো. So this idea মোৰ মাথাত আহিলে যেতিয়া মই গুৱাহাটীৰ পৰা ঘৰলৈ আহি আছিলো, এনে গাড়ী চলাই মই কিবা কিবি চিন্তা কৰি আছিলো, suddenly মাথাত আহিলে why not sell tea, why not create a brand. মোৰ একো এনেকুৱা নাছিল যে মই কিবা এটা প্ৰবলেম সলভ কৰিম. I wanted to sell tea. মই জানো তাৰ আৰু ব্ৰান্ডস আছে, আৰু বহুত ডাঙৰ ব্ৰান্ডস আছে, and it's very hard to compete, but I was like একো নহয়, মই এনেকে কৰি যাম, let's build a business. এতিয়ালৈকে 6 মাহ হ'ব হ'ল, I'm still not halfway through. মই এতিয়া এটা কাম কৰি উঠাৰ পিছত I have cracked the code of sourcing the tea, I have cracked the code for packaging, I have cracked the code for labeling. তুমি বিশ্বাস নকৰিবা মোৰ এটা বস্তুত কিমান টাইম লাগি গ'ল, হেতু হ'ল মই MRP কেনেকে সেট কৰো. মই নিজে মই হেতুতে ফসি গলো. At least 2 months I have spent খালি ৰিসাৰ্চ কৰি যে মই MRP কেনেকে সেট কৰো. মই আকো চালো যে MRP সেট কৰিবলৈ কি কি ফ্যাক্টৰ কনসিডাৰ কৰিব লাগে. MRP সেট কৰি কেটামান মোৰ ষ্টক সেলো হল. And I realized okay, মোৰ সাকে ক্যালকুলেশন ভুল হৈছে MRP. আকো মই ৰিসাৰ্চ কৰিলো যে MRP টো বহাব লাগিলে মই এটা কি কৰিম. So এনেকুৱা বহুত বস্তু আছে. আৰু এটা মই জানিছিলো যে
I think হেতু বস্তু ন তোমাৰ এটা বস্তু কি জানে, it's very important. This is into phase হয় নহয়, it is very important.
Right.
মই কৈছো নহয়, মই it's been like more than 5 years now me being in the industry, like F&B industry. মই মোৰ যেতিয়া ফাইনাল I was in 2013 I guess. 2013 মই স্টাৰ্ট কৰিছিলো, like F&B industry মই সোমাইছিলো. Okay. And মই আজিলৈকে মই বহুত বস্তু নতুন বহুত বস্তু শিকি আছো, and বহুত বস্তু মই গম পাইছো. It's an experience,
Right.
So a phase so it's very important. Like you are learning, you are growing.
Right.
তোমাৰ scalable হোৱা নাই, তোমাৰ একো বস্তু, and বস্তুটো এনেকুৱা হৈছে নে এতিয়া তুমি যিমানখিনি লছ তুমি ক'লা যে তুমি লছ এনকাৰ কৰিলা এণ্ড অল এইখিনি বস্তু এতিয়া কৰা ইটছ মাচ বেটাৰ দেন যেতিয়া এটা পইণ্টত ডাঙৰ হৈ পিনে কৰাটো
Exactly.
you know so this is what is going to build your base.
Correct. And
এতিয়া 6 months 7 months 1 year যিমান ল'ব বিচাৰা তুমি লোৱা just মানে নিজৰ বেছটো ষ্ট্ৰং কৰা.
Of course. And there's one more part, sales part to শুনিবলে অলপ মানে এনেকুৱা লাগে ঠিক আছে প্ৰডাক্ট এটা বনালো দোকানত দি আহিম বিকি দিম দোকানে মোক পইচা দিব মানুহে তাৰ পৰা কিনে নিকিনে that's মানে দোকানীটো বিকিব পাৰিব. So that was the mindset when I actually thought about কি মই এই বিজনেছটো কৰিম. But যেতিয়া মোৰ প্ৰডাক্টটো ৰেডি হ'ল you won't believe মোৰ কিমান কষ্ট হ'ল বে দোকানীক ক'বলে যে প্লিজ লৈ ল খেদাই দিয়ে কৈছে মই এইটো চাহে ন তো মোৰ বেলেগ চাহৰ ব্ৰেণ্ড আহিলে মই মোৰ দোকানলৈ আহিব কিন্তু খেদাই দিও বোলে মানে it was actually I was learning on the ground মই দোকানত গৈ কৈছো প্লিজ ল কিছুমানে 3-4টা পেকেট ৰাখি থলে যে চেম্পল দিলো ঠিক আছে মই চেম্পল দিলো তাহানি নিজে খাই থৈ দিলে নিবিকিলে মই নেক্সট টাইম সুধিব গৈছো তাহানি মোক কয় যে নহয় চেল নহল সো মানে শুনিবলে funny actually funny হয় but it is such a big hustle to actually go and sell something to convince someone ki buy it and try it because manuhe nolo and I'm still trying to figure it out.
Sales is all about that's what sales is all about manipulation. Okay, right. You need to manipulate someone to buy your product and use your product. So a part to rise it was into understanding humans.
Right.
That's a second factor. That's a second factor of starting up. Sorry. That is the second factor of starting up. First factor is the money management. Okay. Second factor is understand human. Human key lage. Okay. And how you're going to play with the psychology of a person, of a human being.
Right.
Because they are your consumers, right?
Right.
Now human isn't like my human really because the consumer hai and then your employees who are employees ko bhi you are selling your company only. Right. Investors ko bhi you are selling your company only. Right. Customers ko bhi you are selling your company or your product only. So it's a manipulating game.
Right.
Keneke use koribo para keneke koribo para and selling or part of mo khodai cause that's an investment. You never spend money on marketing.
Right.
You always invest money on marketing and brand building.
Right.
So to me zikini bostu to me and money in the sense in terms of advertisement or kotha kwana ma it to me in the sample products zila
right.
no
Right.
Consider it as an investment only. Buzila.
Right.
So something like that me products ni lola sell koribo na lage
right.
Make sure that when you ko para that a bostu kita a front shelf thakibo lage.
Right.
And heto thobo karone I'm going to pay you monthly.
Okay.
So তেতিয়া কি হ'ব নহয় তেতিয়া কি হ'ব আপোনাৰ প্ৰডাক্ট ভিজিবিলিটি হ'ব মানুহে দেখা পাব মানুহে বিচাৰিব তেতিয়া এইটো কি হয় নহয় সদায় আহো এখন দোকানত মই সদায় দেখো এইটো কি চাওঁ ট্ৰাই কৰোচোন
right
so you're getting my point
মই মোৰ personal mentor পাই গৈছো I'm getting live lessons and you won't believe তুমি কৈ আছা actually মই ভাবি আছো এইখন দোকানত মই যদি যাও কাইলে এটোকে কমগে নেকি কালি গৈ আছো
it's about crazy experiments you want to. So you need to take different approaches. Right. This is like a crazy approach you can take, and more just at an example, so you can come up with as crazy as possible.
Right.
Dekho, prothomode tumi hoyto tumi jodi tak koa na amo monthly took ma 2000 rupees din. Thik ase mor iman gera product toy front ot thobo lage.
Right.
For a month.
Thik ase.
আৰু জুনে খোজে বিচাৰে তেওঁলোকক খালি নাম নম্বৰটো মোক দিব লাগে বাস
okay
এতিয়া সৰু দোকানখনৰ 2000 rupees is also a very big amount monthly তোমাৰ বহাই পাই আছে just নাম নম্বৰ you are getting that data
right
on the other hand নাম নম্বৰ কিনিলে তুমি কালেক্ট কৰিলা call them up and sir ma'am এই প্ৰডাক্টৰ কাৰণে আপুনি আপোনাৰ query আছিলে নেকি মই আপোনাৰ ডেলিভাৰী কৰাব পাৰো নেকি বা আপোনাক কিমান লাগে কেনেকুৱা লাগে now those are your customers now
okay
তেওঁলোকক দিয়া samples তুমি
interesting
তেওঁলোকক দিয়া samples তুমি okay so tomorrow say at a packet or tomorrow costing was say ₹100 for example say
okay
and to me
how did you guess it
experience
okay yeah
so say at the end of the month that hey dukan khonor pra tumi 100 customers pala okay so that amount plus 2,000 is your investment on marketing.
Okay.
And you're getting the direct customers now. You have the direct customers, like directly, no middleman.
Right.
You are building a D2C brand now. Come on. It's a D2C
you have
brand.
No clue how
D2C
happy I am. I am listening to you and I'm framing scenarios in my head. I swear I'm not kidding. I'm getting so many ideas. This is so fun. Loving it. Yeah, please go on.
So yeah, that's see, D2C is the future. Okay,
Right.
D2C is the future. You are building a brand. Okay, you're building a product. And it's very easy to set up a website in today's time.
Right.
Okay. Maybe to me directly subscription model to kaam koribo para. Where directly to my subscribe. T is a basic need of us.
Right.
So rather than dukan go to subscription model.
Right.
And then you keep on sending teas on a monthly subscription basis.
Right. Yeah, do bahut dunya sales session ho gol. June sabo, I'm pretty sure it is so freaking
Listen, I accept shares, shares.
Of course. There's no doubt in that. Okay. So let's address the elephant in the room. Etu moi ekebare a question to my last rakhisu. Aru actually most of bahut asile, but I'm expecting one more session some other day because of course content. We'll address one more thing today, and that is the pressure you get while building something. Because we have ami kotha pati asilu etu kotha aru mur gasor problem me mane bare koise je tu stress bahut hoise. So I really want to know kiman kenekwa mindset kenekwa hoise mentality to when you're actually building something.
Here comes the third factor of how to start up.
Yes.
Make sure that you have a very high head. It's like higher motivation, or if I have to rephrase it, then you need to be mentally very strong.
Right.
Like literally, you need to be a superhuman. I'll tell you why. First thing first is this idea is there in your head. Okay, you know the vision, you believe in the idea. You will have to make someone else believe in that idea. Okay. Now, that person can be your investor. That person can be your employees. That person can be your customers. Okay. Now, when he idea to me is the call. To me, bhabi asla matha, then to me execute korisa. Now things are not going according to the plan.
Right.
Now you have to make sure that how to make things work.
Okay.
In a concept, the other day I was talking to this lady. She left her job in Mumbai. She was doing a very good job. She's an IIM graduate and she was doing a very good job. And she left the job and she came back here and she wants to start a cafe. Guwahati mein. Okay. I asked her why. She is like, वहाँ पे यार बॉस के आगे पीछे घूमना पड़ता है. यहाँ पे आऊंगी, यहाँ पे करूंगी, मैं खुद का मालिक हूँ मैं. Like you are in a very wrong space. This is the biggest mistake every person makes when they leave their 9-to-5 job and they think that they are going to be their own boss. वैसा नहीं होता है. Your employees are your boss. Your customers are your boss. And if you have investors, oh boy.
Boss. Yes.
इन सबको कन्विंस करने के बाद अगर कुछ बचता है ना, वो आप अपने आप पे लगाते हो, अपने आप को कन्विंस करते हो कि okay, no, things will work. I can make it work. It's okay. Who is above? Then our parents and the family and environment into no कोई.
Right.
You every morning every morning you get up and every morning you need to motivate yourself. It's like a battle. It's a battle. Morning to me motivate kola. You prep for the entire day. You fight your battle the entire day. And rati to me you'll be like, whoa, what a day. Right. You sleep, you recharge, and again next morning you get up and like, okay, I can do it. Let's go. And then go for another day, another battle.
Correct. So yate moi eta bostu add
so it's
It actually more lower হৈছিলে. So I have this neighborhood is very very chaotic. বহুত কিবা কিবি চলি থাকে. So যেতিয়া when I started, যেতিয়া মই start কৰিছিলো, মই নিজৰে এখন দুনিয়া বনাই লৈছিলো. Okay, মই নিজকে ইয়াত চাওঁ, মই ইমান দিনৰ পিছত এইটো কৰিম, মোক এই বস্তুটো achieve কৰিব লাগে. মই নিজে এটা মানে মোৰ worldটোৱে different আছিলে. যেতিয়া টাইম পাছ হৈ আছে আৰু যেনে যদি মই achieve কৰিব পৰা নাই, so সেইটো বহুত ডাঙৰ প্ৰব্লেম হৈছিল মোৰ কাৰণে, যে ইমান টাইম হৈ গ'ল, how I could not do it, মোৰ ওচৰত আৰু কিমান টাইম আছে, মই সেই গ'লটো পাম নে নাই, এই যে ৱৰ্ল্ডটো যে মই নিজৰ মাথাত বনাই ৰাখিছো মই নিজৰ কাৰণে, সেইটো মই achieve কৰিব পাম নে নাই, এই ইমান চিন্তাত you have no clue. মোৰ অফিচৰ টাইমবোৰত মোৰ মাথাটো বেয়া হৈ থাকে. I have fights with my folks. মই কাক কি কৈ আছো নেজানো. And this is not something মই জানি বুজি কৈ আছো, but মোৰ মাথাত ইমান chaos চলি আছে. And it's all because of that imaginary world যোনটো মই বনাই ৰাখিছো. And I really feel ki bahut manu enko ase june hetu kore sake.
Everyone, we all do it. I want to ask you a question, okay?
Right.
Tumi je imaginary world banal ase, theek hai, there must be some inspiration. From where have you drawn the inspiration, and how have you come to this conclusion that this world is the perfect la la land for you?
Very interesting. So duta factor. First factor is the financial crisis juntu moi aru more family goisu iman bosore. So if you have heard about Hindustan Paper Corporation, Noga Paper Mill, which got bankrupt a few years back. So my mother and father, they used to work there. So my father retired, but my mom was still working there, and she was unpaid, still unpaid. It's been more than 5 years now. So he faced to a factor because I have seen her struggle to complete my studies. So moi jate pohi hek koribo paru, I have seen them, moi tenok mane dekhisu kiman kostot kintu muk pohai dile. So hetu eta mor mathat set hogol je okay moi ei discomfort to otorabo lagibo. Second factor hol moi eta sakuri erisilu karon he office to sah dia bondho korisile cost cutting or karone.
Okay,
cost cutting or karone teheti sah ek cup dia bondho korisile. To mor mathar etu asil je I want to build a office, I want to build a company jot manhe kok I want to work there. This sounds very big, but actually he picture to ma mathat banaisilu aru lahe lahe he picture to dangor hoy goi ase, tat elements bur add hoy goi ase je moi mor for my loved ones moi etu bostu koribo lagibo, moi iman bosor etu koribo lagibo, moi mor ghor tu lobo lagibo ba moi gari khon lobo lagibo, monetary hok ba mane materialistic hok, materialistic is the word ba jien hok. So hebu lahe lahe add hoy gol, starting ei duta factor di hoisile. So etia hetu iman dangor hoy gol, it haunts me.
See, ki hoy no, that whatever your vision is, whatever your goals are, you always needs to be this big or bigger than this.
Of course,
उसमें गलत नहीं है.
Right.
गलत इसमें है कि जब आपको सब कुछ अभी चाहिए.
Right.
This is a very wrong notion.
Right.
इतिया की होय ना, basically what you are doing is that you are setting very high expectation for yourself, and when you not achieve those things, that's when things get fucked up.
I actually beat
that's
myself
when you
up.
get demotivated, and that's when you start. That's what you shouldn't do it. You shouldn't do it. See, point A pra point B jabole karone nohoy, mazot B C D E F G H logo.
Correct.
বুঝিছা? একটা মাইলস্টোন ব্রেকডাউন করে আপনি small milestone set করা.
Right.
It can be quarterly basis, it can be on daily basis, it can be on monthly basis, it can be on yearly basis.
Right.
Okay. For example, you want to buy a house, for example.
Right.
That is your goal. That
Right.
is your goal. Now, how are you going to buy the house? That also needs to be a goal.
The process you're saying, right?
To me, at a job loba. Yeah, the process.
Right.
To me, say to me at a job koriba, but my monthly income iman hobo lagibo. To me, iman manso karone koriba. It will a stable thakibo. This is how much you're going to save. If you're going for an EMI, then this much you need to put up. If you're not going for an EMI, if you're going to pay from your, then iman kini kam koribo lagibo. You're getting the point, right? It's the calculation. It's very important.
Right.
আমাৰ বস্তুৰ কি হৈ গৈছে ন মই সদায় মোৰ প্ৰব্লেমছ বিলাক মই সদায় মোৰ নিজৰ পাপাৰ লগত কম্পেয়াৰ কৰো হা I have seen my father go through some of the darkest phase of his life ঠিক আছে compared to him নহয় মই I would say that মই a quarter মানে মই face কৰা নাই yet মোৰ যিমান issues mentally and physically মই যিমানখিনি go through কৰি আছো নহয় সেইখিনি probably কোনো go through কৰিব নোৱাৰে I'm seeing a therapist. My therapy sessions, it's been 5 months now.
Okay.
I have been through the worst phase of my life. যেতিয়া মোৰ depression মানে মোৰ ইমান বেয়াকে মই depression সোমাইছো ইমান বেয়াকে মই anxiety সোমাইছো that it's been just a month now where I have started interacting with people again. মই cut off কৰি দিছো পুৰা world পৰা. Right now also I have severe social anxiety.
Okay.
I cannot go somewhere in a public place or more okole jabo nwaro.
Okay.
My faint হৈ যায় মোৰ মাথা ঘূৰাই যায় মই উশাহ ল'ব নোৱাৰো মই suffocating feel হয় মানুহে বহুতে কয় যে মোৰ বহুত arrogance আছে মই মানুহৰ কথা নাপাতো and all that but that's my something that মোৰ build হৈ গ'ল and মোৰ বহুত ভয় লাগে মানে নাজানো কিয় that is because our tolerance level to our generation tolerance level to both common compared to our parents or our parents' generation or before that. Hard life now thanks to technology our life has become very easy. But the thing is that our life is very easy because we have also become very delicate. And not to mention the impact of social media in our life.
Let's get started on this. Yes.
It's one of the biggest factor actually. To me, যিখিনি বস্তু কলা নহয় তোমাৰ যোনটো second point আছিলে নহয় তুমি যে কলা যে তুমি এনেকুৱা এটা অফিচ বনাবা য'ত মানুহে আহিব কাম কৰিবৰ কাৰণে actually জানানে তুমি সেইটো that was a problem তুমি এটা problem তুমি face কৰিলা but inspiration to তুমি বেলেগৰ পৰা draw কৰিছা actually তাৰপৰা কৰা নাই because you have seen other brands যোনে build কৰিছে
exactly
তুমিও মন যায়
exactly
now the problem is not that problem to ki hoise na problem to etu hoise everyone shows the glamour side of this hustle culture no one actually talks about hustle
right
which is a problem too hustle itia thank Shark Tank thanks to Shark Tank everyone is talking about startup but then itia bosturi ki hoise na everyone is talking about raising funds
correct
বস্তুটো কি হৈ গৈছে না এতিয়া কিডস আগতে কি আছে ৰোডিস গৈছিল সবাই এতিয়া Shark Tank যাব নাম্বাৰ 1 টিভি লাভ কাৰণে নাম্বাৰ 2 ফান্ডিং উঠাব কাৰণে যেতিয়া ফান্ডিং উঠাব নোৱাৰিব that's when they will get depressed and they will start questioning themselves because তেওঁলোকে নিজৰ বাৰটো ইমান সেট কৰিলে
of course
তুমি যদি Shark Tank ফলো কৰিছা কোম্পানিজ আহিছে with 300 billion valuation 400 billion valuation ekini bostu korpra ahile because everyone talks about valuation only today's world
there's a small point I would add a valuation game no even moi ratipua moi your story newsletter pohu moi dutai newsletter pohu your story or the journey she is also I mean the founder of journey is also Assam Mohika Sharma moi a duta newsletter po and your story newsletter or junto headline it's the unicorn game the next big unicorn
exactly
this company has joined the unicorn club of course moyo hanka news likhu but it is unicorn everywhere
exactly no one is talking about the struggle I talk about keneke bonire unicorn so that I'm theek ase unicorn is a goal okay fine but कैसे पहुंचना है वहां पे उसके बारे में तो कोई बात करो no one is talking about that the struggles of an entrepreneur no one is talking about that boy I make sure that I show the struggles my struggles on my social media mostly Instagram but people say that hey man senti hey type diso man enakwa diso it's very demotivating but this is how our lives are
exactly
I know people who are showing the lavish lifestyle like kubat goise khaise and all the entrepreneurs and all aisa nahi hota come on
correct
that's like stop fooling yourself at least for the God's sake show your struggles tetia ki hobo nohoy people will be clear that okay this is what I have to go through and tetia ki hora mentally tetia prepare hobo
right
ময়ো জাম্প কৰিছিলো এই লাইফষ্টাইলত দেখি পিনে honestly okay but যেতিয়া গম পালো ki okay, these are the things no one told me, like these are the problems you're going to face, and because of which I couldn't handle and I snapped out.
Correct.
Now if someone sees my struggles and that person will be like, okay, aisa ho sakta hai, at least he will be prepared. To me, at least prepare hoba tumi jodi jana je moi etu company keneke start korso, ki hoise ki na howa, tumi like, okay, this is also a side of every startup. So it's very important for us to stop force positivity on our social media just to look cool. And let's be honest and let's show this side.
I would actually reframe that word. I'll make it toxic positivity, to be very honest. Bahut actually it happens. This is how it is. Moi for example, moi self help books bahut porisilu initially, but with time actually moi realize korilu that this is also an industry. হেতু এটা ইন্ডাস্ট্রি হয়, এন্ড ইফ ইউ যোনে সেলফ হেল্প বুক পঢ়ে বা সেলফ হেল্প কন্টেন্ট ফলো কৰে, তেহেঁতি এইটো বস্তু ৰিয়েলাইজ কৰিব যে তেহেঁতৰ কন্টেন্টটো একচুৱেলি ভেগ, তুমি ক্লিয়াৰ আনচাৰ্ছ নেপোৱা, দেয়াৰ ইজ অলৱেজ হোৱাটছ নেক্সট। ঠিক আছে, মই এখন বুক পঢ়িলো কিন্তু ওকে নেক্সট আই হেভ টু ৰিড আনাদাৰ বুক, ঠিক আছে মই এইটো ভিডিঅ' চালো, ওকে আই হেভ টু চেক ওৱান মোৰ ভিডিঅ'। দিছ ইজ ভেৰি ভেগ এণ্ড দিছ ইজ হাউ দে চেল প্ৰডাক্টছ। তুমি যদি সাকসেসফুল হোৱা সেলফ হেল্প ইন্ডাস্ট্রিৰ ওচৰত তোমাক বস্তু এটা বিকিবৰ কাৰণে আছে যে ইভেন ইফ ইউ আৰ মেকিং মানি দেয়াৰ ইজ আ ব্ৰাইটাৰ সাইড, তাতকে বেলেগো কিবা এটা আছে। যদি তুমি দুখীয়া, তোমাক এইটো আইডিয়া বিকিব যে নো ইউ আৰ ভেৰি পুৱাৰ, ইউ হেভ টু মেক মানি, ইউ হেভ টু গ্ৰাইণ্ড, ইউ অনলি হেভ টু স্লিপ 4 আৱাৰ্ছ। নো মেটাৰ তুমি কোনটো ফেজত আছা লাইফত, তেহেঁতৰ ওচৰত এটা পজিটিভিটি আছে তোমাক মই একচুৱেলি কম বিকিবলে, আৰু সেইটো আমি কিনি লওঁ বিকজ আমাৰ সেইটো নিড। কাৰণ আমি এনেকুৱা সিচুৱেশনত আছো, যদি মই এতিয়া ইমান কষ্টত আছো, অফ কোৰ্স আই উড ওয়ান্ট আ লেভিশ লাইফস্টাইল, মোকো লাগিব, এন্ড দিস ইজ ওয়্যাৰ দে প্লে দ্য গেম। সো সেই বস্তুটো কিন্তু মোক বহুত ইম্প্যাক্ট কৰিছে, মই বহুত কিতাপ পঢ়িলো।
It's a never ending loop, Harsh. It's a never ending loop. You will have to content yourself and you will have to set goals for yourself, realistic goals for yourself.
Realistic, of course.
Okay, goals, hoday dream big. Definitely you deserve to live that lavish lifestyle. Everyone deserves to live the lavish lifestyle, but then how to know এটা তুমি যোনটো ষ্টেজত আছা তোমাৰ লাইফত, মই এইটো ষ্টেজত নাই।
Of course,
probably এনেকুৱা হ'ব পাৰে যে তুমি সেই তোমাৰ যোনটো গোল হয় তুমি মোতকে আগতে পাব পাৰা, definitely, but that doesn't mean that মই সেইটো কেতিয়া achieve কৰিবই নোৱাৰো। Everyone takes their own time. You will take your time, I'll take my time.
Exactly.
That's how roads, our life, that's how our life is, right?
Exactly.
Hey bostu to jimane pressurize koriba na nijok jimane disappointment hobo, and then you will start questioning yourself. It's very important for you to stop questioning yourself as an entrepreneur.
Exactly. Very strategic hobo laibo, bahut strategic hobo laibo.
Exactly.
aru moi ei bostu actually
ye question wala part na हाँ, ये क्वेश्चन वाला पार्ट ना हम लोग दूसरों को लगते हैं, दूसरे को पर because they anyway are going to question us, like what are we doing, why are we doing, so let's not question ourselves.
Exactly. let them do their job.
That's the least we can do. Exactly. Yeah, let them do their job. That's the least we can do.
Actually মই এই বস্তু দেখিছো যে মই ফৰ এক্সাম্পল মই যদি কাবাক দেখো কোনবাই বহুত actually বহুত achieve কৰি ললে, so we actually want to get there বহুত সোনকালে, হেতুৱে একচুয়ালি হৈ থাকে মোস্টলি। মই সেই বস্তু আৰু এটা বহুত ইম্পৰ্টেন্ট কথা যোনে চাইছে মই তাহাঁতক ক'ব খুজিছো, যদি আপোনালোকে এনেকুৱা এংশিয়াছ বা ডিপ্ৰেছনৰ ফেজত আছে, এভয়েড ফ্ৰেণ্ডছ যোনে কয় বল মালটো খাই দিম চব ঠিক হৈ যাব। চব ঠিক নহয়, চব সঁচাকে ঠিক নহয়। আই ৰিয়েলি ডোন্ট আণ্ডাৰষ্টেণ্ড দিছ গ্ৰুপ অফ পিপল যোনে কয় বল আজি বহিলো, everybody drinks, I do, you do, everyone does, but that is not the solution. When people say hey bol aji bohi dunge, ebu matha maibo na lage. So I personally believe
it's very important the hetu bostu mane sab that thing is that tumi jonto point question hetu ma add on jodi koribo bicharu, that if you are feeling something, it's going on and you're not feeling good, it's very important for you to go and speak to someone who is an expert, like not always your friends can help you. And also one more thing, Harsh, eta bostu mo tomorrow and to everyone is that when people come and tell na that speak up, speak about your depression, speak about your mental health. ऐसा नहीं होता
And
है.
you
When
cannot
you are in the
speak sometimes.
phase that you don't feel like talking to anyone.
Exactly.
You cannot speak. ऐसा नहीं होता है. You cannot speak. It took me almost like 4 months to write that mail to my therapist for the first session.
Right.
Like, hey, I need help. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I really need help. Tell me what to do because I don't know how to go ahead with it.
Right.
You can say that you're feeling low, and it's very important for someone to help that person by connecting that person to a specialist.
Exactly.
Because they are trained. We like
sometimes
like বহুত ক্ষেত্ৰত এনেকুৱা
বুজি নাপায় sometimes নিজে বুজি নাপাও যে actually হৈ কি আছে why am I so angry why am I snapping at people মই যাকে তাকে জিদি কেলে কৈ দি আছো and after a minute you start thinking oh মই ইমান বেয়াকে কৈ that's another loop
that's another loop like regret loop instead
regret loop
oh shit man মই কেলে কৰিলো বেয়াকে কৰিলো কেলে কৰিলো কি কৰিলো and all that.
So yeah, you cannot actually speak
but
up.
then this is a very vast topic, and I guess if you're doing it, if you're doing another session, and
of course
then I would like to go in deep about this session because this is something where we need to speak up, and I would love to share my experience about what I went through, so that if someone out there can relate to me, then definitely. And also I'm very active on Instagram, especially with these topics. So if anyone wants to reach out to me, definitely I can help you. If I personally cannot help you, I can definitely connect to my therapist because of whom I am sitting here right now. Trust me. So like anyone, if you need any kind of help or advice or anything, please reach out to me whenever you want on Instagram.
This was indeed a fantastic conversation. Actually, and I'm actually happy that we did not cover everything. Because there are more interesting things that I really want to talk about, but that's for another day. So we'll definitely do it. And again, I'll tell you again, when you said yes, let's do this conversation, it was actually yes kole. Thank you so much for this, Rahul.
Thank you for having me over, and definitely we shall catch up very soon, and
of course
to have some such kind of conversation.
Of course, we certainly should. Great. Thank you so much again. So কৈ থাকিম আগলে এনেকুৱা আৰু সেশন এনেও আজিতো বহুত কাটা কাটি মাজে হলে এবোৰ আৰু নাইকা সাইকা হৈ গৈছে ভিডিও বাৰু হ'ব একো নাই মিলাই দিম
कोई नहीं हो जाता है ऐसे शुरुआत ऐसे होती है
right of course okay my friend see you then
chalo bye